and thank you for visiting my profile. My name is Rachel and I am a trainer, a speaker and an author. My story began in my mid-20s when I was working as a newsreader and as a reporter for ITV at a number of their different regional bases. I absolutely loved that job, but I did take a couple of breaks to have my two wonderful boys, one of who is now 15 and the other one is almost 20. Kind of naturally over a period of time I became involved with a company who was doing some work in schools, and I started to use my presentation skills, I guess, to help out in the schools, building confidence, building motivation and also supporting young people as they prepared for their exams. I really loved that work, but gradually I was beginning to notice that my own son was beginning to suffer. As he moved through primary school and then into high school, he was becoming more and more anxious. So I trained to be a counsellor, I trained to be a mental health first aider, I trained to be a mindfulness practitioner, and I tried to learn as much as I could to help and support him. But his anxiety became really very serious, and it culminated unfortunately in us having to take him for a suicide assessment only 2 or 3 months before his GCSEs. So at that point, obviously we pulled together as a family and we did absolutely everything we could, him especially, to recognise what the problem was and to bring him back to full health. And everything we learned during that time, I then used my presenting and my writing skills to put together a programme designed to help young people to avoid becoming anxious or developing any other mental health issues in the first place, but also a programme that would help young people if they were already suffering. It became obvious though, after just a very short period of time, that pretty much exactly the same principles applied to adults. So I began working with the teaching staff and the support staff in the schools, and then over the last few years that has expanded out into the business community. And now I offer workshops for the business community and in the education sector. I've just published a book called The Circus of Life, which is essentially my programme in a book. This is the teenage version for now, but there will be an adult version coming out soon. To be honest, as I said, the principles are exactly the same. If you are a head teacher, if you're a deputy head, if you are an HR leader and you are concerned about the well-being of your staff or your students, please get in touch with me. My programme is proven to work. It is simple, it is fast and it is practical, and I would love to get to know you better. Thanks again for visiting.